They lead 15-12. Serving is Lele Pali. Knuckleballs it over. That ball is in the air by Aiken, just into the game. And there's Nash hitting. And Nash again gets it in. Nash has been flirting with the corners and succeeding.
Nash now has 6 of San Diego State's 11 kills. She's over 50% of their production so far. And you're right, Jim. She has a lot of range. She hits that little corner. It's deep corner. It's down the line. Got a little tip shot off speed.
Oropeza serving. Croson, and there is the dump shot. And that works by the Hawaii setter, Uiato.
San Diego State had this scouted. They had 2 people there, Oropeza and Jackals. Both of them had a shot at it. Neither one could come up with it.
Serving will be Uiato. 16 serving, 13. Jackals. They go to Weber. That's blocked and down. Excellent block that time by the newcomers as far as playing for the University of Hawaii is concerned. It's Vorster and also Castle. 17-13. Hawaii leading by 4. Serving again is Uiato. That's out. Watching that all the way is Jackals. So Jackals will go back to serve for San Diego State. Hartung, Uiato, Forster. Great dig that time by Mathis. Ball is hit over and that's saved by Castle, chased down by Croson. Castle 2 hands it over on the bump. Jackals goes to Weber. That's off the block, one-handed save by Croson, but that's out.
The difference there in that rally was San Diego State was swinging at the third ball. Hawaii was bumping the third ball over. Hawaii's got to attack that third ball if it's at all hittable.
Jackals serving again. Hartung, Uiato. There's Castle off the block. There's Jackals. That ball hit down by Hanisch. Good save by Uiato. Hartung. That's bumped up. Outside it goes and down the line and in. That time by Haley Aiken. Aiken wearing number 14 just into the game. 17-16. Hawaii will take a timeout. The series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii leads 37-3. September 6, 2002. That's quite a 10 years ago, a decade. That was the last meeting. Uiato. Down the middle comes Croson. Croson crushes it. And that ball goes off the knees of Mathis.
I like the way Uiato is moving the ball around, not being predictable, always going left front. She's moving it to that pipe set to Croson in the back row and set in the middle, back side to right side.
Hartung serves it long.
Third service error.
18-17. Hawaii's lead diminishing. And they lead by the slimmest of margins. Serving will be Jana Fauch. Fauch ready to slap it across, does so. Pick on Croson again. Uiato sets up Croson and she is blocked. Boy, they waited for her. Good double block. Hanisch was there. Hanisch was there along with Steele.
Croson hits low seam here. He needs to go high hands. Hits it right into the block. And how about that celebration by Hanisch?
Tied at 18. That is a bad pass that time. And taking advantage of it was San Diego State. And they lead for the first time in this first set. And it comes at a most opportune time. 19 serving 18. That ball is way out, however, on the serve by Jana Fauch. Coming back into the first row is Kale Adolfo for Hawaii. Serving is Longo. Longo gets it in. That ball dug up by Weber. Hanisch gets it across. Saved by Castle. Saved by Uiato. Hit down the middle. There's Jackals. The ball in the air by Longo. Hartung. Croson. Croson just pounds that off the block. Hawaii regains the lead.
Croson,
they lead at 20-19.
Yeah, and Croson once again challenging the block. That's a little scary. That set was tight. Hartong put up a pretty good set, but it was very tight to the net.
Longo to serve. Crucial points now. Longo knuckleballs it over. Jekyll. That ball is hit. They called that in. That is in, just into the corner. Huge hit by Steele. Steele comes back and ties it. Tied for the third time in this first set. Now everything is crucial. Serving will be Weber. Weber line drives it over. Longo, Uyato. There is Castle, hits it out. And it's 21-20.
Like two heavyweight fighters punching it out.
21 for San Diego State, 20 for Hawaii in the first set. Serving is Weber. Weber will get it in. Uyato, cross. Croson, did she get it? No, it is wide. And Hawaii now reeling in this first set. They trail by 2, 22-20, and they have only themselves to blame.
You're right, Jim. Hawaii had the lead in 2019. They've given up 3 in a row. 2 pretty good swings, by the way. I thought Castle's swing on the right was pretty good, only missed by inches on the line. And Croson took a pretty good swing at that last one and just missed the line as well. So Dave Shoji's, I'm sure he's encouraging his team right now to make San Diego State make a play. Don't give them freebies by hitting the ball out of bounds.
Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. Weeks ranked in the AVCA top 10. Nebraska, 396 weeks. That's almost a lifetime. Then there's Stanford, Hawaii, 335. UCLA Bruins, 313. Penn State and Nittany Lions, 267.
Well,
let's go to Ryan Suji.
Hey, Jim, thanks. Jim, during that timeout, head coach Teacher Collin continued to exhort her team, saying we're a couple points away. Also, Kylie Evelyn, who some Wahine volleyball fans may remember back in 2003, she brought her Georgia Tech team. Well, she's an assistant coach now for Teacher Collin. She was on the sideline really as a cheerleader, trying to encourage this team, really trying to get to close out here. They're trying to work on the block. They want to stop the Wahine, expecting the ball to go outside to Jane Croson. Back to you guys.
Weber will serve. And you look at the concern of Dave Shoji.
Well, I think San Diego State has been called the surprise team in the country this year for the start they've gotten off to. You know what now? They're no longer under the radar. They're the real deal.
Weber serves down the line. Castle Uyato. Hit over by Adolfo. That'll be returned. There's Longo. Uyato. The ball is hit off the tape by Adolfo.
So the last 3 points that San Diego State has earned have been 3 Hawaii hitting errors. And that's not typical of a Dave Shoji team. If you're going to get points off a Dave Shoji team, you've got to earn them by powering it through their defense.
Tuaninga will come in. Christiana Tuaninga for Adolfo. Serving it. Weber serves it long. 23-21. Hawaii's only option is to steal it. Steal this set. They've got to play comeback volleyball.
Surprised Dave Shoji didn't put Adolfo back in for blocking purposes. I think she's a little bit better blocker than Tuaninga, but we shall see.
Maeda serving. Dug up by Weber. There's Nash. That's in. Nash is just handling Hawaii.
She's putting on a clinic. 7 kills in 10 tries. She's hitting 700.
24-21. Set point for San Diego State. Croson, bad pass. That's off the block. Ball bumped to Nash. Hartong, Uyato, step out to Tuaninga. Tuaninga able to just loop it over the double block and find the open floor.
Hawaii got lucky there. There was not a good pass up to the net. Pretty good set by Uyato, and Tuaninga just had to go run chasing it down and got lucky with the tip shot.
Stauber will come into the game. Monica Stauber. Also, Kayla Goodman will come into the front row. Serving will be Croson. Gets it in. Dug up by Weber. Outside it goes. And that ball comes over, and Hawaii unable to handle it. San Diego State wins the first set. They come from behind at just the right time. They protect that lead. And they lead now 1-0 in this match.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Well, Hawaii runs into San Diego State, a team that comes in with a 5-0 record. Hawaii is at home. They want to come back from that 5-game loss to California. They run into a San Diego State team that is well coached. They know what they're about. They watch the scouting tapes, and they're able to exercise their playing ability at just the right time to steal that first set, 25-22.
This match is a little bit like the Cal matchup last week. It's got to be a bad dream for Dave Shoji because he's got a person on the other side of the net that's just going crazy like the Cal outside hitters did on last Sunday night. Both those outside hitters just played unbelievable volleyball. Well, Dietrich Collins has got Summer Nash playing out of her mind right now. 7 kills, hitting .636. Weber, on the other hand, Hawaii's done a nice job of. She's hitting negative right now. She's got 1 kill, 2 errors. So, but Shaman Steele hitting .600. And San Diego State out hitting Hawaii 382 to Hawaii's 200. Too many unforced errors for Hawaii, 5 to be exact. Hitting errors. Croson had 3 of them.
Longo will open the second set. Forster will be in the middle along with Hartung. Jackals. They go to Nash. And Nash hits it again. Hawaii in the middle is wide open.
Everything Nash is touching right now is turning to gold. Nash hitting that one out of the back row. I think she wants the ball wherever she can get it. 2 blockers up, but no defense.
Serving is Weber. They go to Hartung. Hartung is blocked back. The ball wiggles to the floor. Excellent double block that time. Hanisch was one of them. Hanisch, along with Steele. Steele has the great name for what she does. Great blocker. Longo bad pass. Ball hit over by Hartung, dug up by Jackals. Ball pushed over. Longo gets it across. Advantage now, San Diego State. That ball is hit by Steele. They battle at the net. Hawaii in trouble. Ball goes out. San Diego State just simply outplaying Hawaii. Outplaying them. And this is an example of master and protege. It is.
I'll tell you who's making a big difference for San Diego State too is the play of Jackal. She's got 7 digs in the back row. They're libero.
San Diego State again. That ball is hit over, dug up by Hartung, Uiato, and Forster again mishits. Does not make the connection.